It's that time for another Shop My Stash, and so here we are. This is last week's makeup. I already did my items that I'm decluttering and just rolled them into my monthly declutter, so check that out if you haven't seen it. I'll briefly talk about these items, we'll put them away, and then shop my stash for the next week. So starting right out the gate, the eye palette I had chosen for last week was the Laura Geller Fresh Florals 14 Multi-Finish Eyeshadows, the Seasonal Staples palette. I loved this. I picked this up at, I want to say Ross, maybe TJ Maxx. I don't know. I've had it for a minute. I got it super discounted and I love it. Love it. I enjoyed using this all week. The only colors I really didn't touch were the two greens, which I kind of knew that when I bought it. It's such a nice light toned palette that just really gave me everything I wanted in like a nice, natural, easy, fresh looking eye. It also did have some really pretty, shimmers that I could intensify the look with, really pretty, even some deeper shimmers. I just love this, really enjoyed it. If I can find it online, I will link it below for you. I had pulled in the Ulta Beauty Cool and Glow Face Primer, but I didn't end up liking it with the Clinique foundation that I pulled for the week, so I only used this like once. But I do know I like this. I think it just kind of depends on the primer. I ended up, since I didn't end up liking the Clinique foundation that I had pulled in for the week, I kind of started just using my two Maybelline erasers as my foundation like base look. I would use the pink kind of under my eyes, then the more neutral color kind of like in a few places over my face, just to even things out a little bit, give me a tiny bit of coverage, but in no means was it like a full all over face kind of situation. And I actually really liked that combo. It worked really well, and it's definitely something I'll continue to do. I'm going to Disney in April, and I'm kind of thinking that might be the move for my Disney makeup. I had pulled in the Kosas Cloud Set Powder in Candy. I don't love this. Honestly, I wish I still had the box so I could return it, but I don't. I just think pink powders aren't for me. I prefer like a yellow or a really nice, bright, like creamy, neutrally color. The pink just like isn't for me, but I'll keep using it because it was expensive and I like the finish. It's just the color I don't like. All right, my mascara for the week was the Benefit They're Real, and I was very torn on this one because I love the way it made my lashes look, but some days it smudged and some days it didn't. I honestly couldn't find any rhyme or reason to that. One day I didn't use any primer at all. I just used this and it smudged so badly under my eyes. Then other days, it didn't smudge at all, or it only smudged a tiny bit. It smudged with a primer, it smudged without a primer, it didn't smudge with a primer. I couldn't find any rhyme or reason to when this would smudge and when it wouldn't, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in my collection for now. I just wanted to leave that there. It's kind of weird. So it's definitely like a me problem, I think, and not a mascara problem. But yeah, kind of weird. Then these are the items that are staples in my drawer each week, so I won't mention them too much. The CoverGirl Lash Primer, Matte Giga Black Lash for my lower lash line. I keep my two Too Faced liners, the brown and then the black, in my drawer always. Those are my only two liquid liners right now. And then I'm working on using up this By Mario pencil. I'm so ready to be done with this. It is definitely not a favorite. And then for face products this week, I used the Chanel Tan de Chanel, whatever. This used to be popular way back in the day, and I 100% regret buying this. Also not something I can return. I don't have that box anymore. I don't think it's all that great, and I don't think that this packaging constitutes the price that they pay for it, or that I paid for it. I finally got it, I had some Nordstrom notes saved up, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna treat myself to this. I've wanted it for like 10 years, and yeah, there's way better out there. So I regret this. I'm gonna keep it just because it's expensive and it does work. It's not worth the money. That's just fact of the matter. I was using the Ulta Dewy Glaze Setting Spray this week. I really like this setting spray. It's quite nice. I also pulled in the Clinique Chubby Stick. This was definitely a favorite of the week. This color's really pretty, and it's a very easy to blend out kind of sheer. cream blush. I like that it's a stick form. I would say this is very like beginner friendly. Like you're not going to put it on and then be like, oh my gosh, I was too heavy handed. That's absurd. I look like a clown. You're not going to get that with this. It just blends out. It's pretty sheer. Like you can kind of see your skin under it. Very natural looking blush, easy to work with. I enjoyed this all the way around. It's in the shade 01 Amped Up Apple. For my lip this week, I had pulled in my Urban Decay lipstick in Rush for a good like pinky lipstick, and I really like this color. The formula is not necessarily my favorite. I think I got this during like a 21 Days of Beauty, and this was like 11 bucks, which puts you up there with like a L'Oreal lipstick. The color though, really pretty. The finish I like. It's just like, I don't think I'd buy any more of these Urban Decay lipsticks. However, I'm gonna keep this one because I like the shade and like I own it, so why not? And then this is just my Ulta eye primer. So let's go ahead and put back a couple of makeup products for the week that are new to me. We'll start with that as baseline. So first is the LA Girl Cloud 9 Bouncy Blush and Bronzer Duo. I picked this up at Ulta a couple weeks ago, so I'm dying to use it. So that'll go in for cream, blush, and bronzer. Then I have for powder highlight this Morphe powder, which looks really interesting. It's the Cloud Light Soft Glow Veil. Really cool. I swatched it in the store at my Ulta when I saw it. I haven't heard anything about it. It's so super cloudy soft like it says. And I think it's going to give you just like the most beautiful natural like glow, which for me is perfect like in the summer months. Like I'm already gonna be a little bit sweaty, so it's not like I need like a crazy highlight. I just want to add like a little something, you know. I think this is gonna be great, so I'm very excited to use that. And then for eyeshadow this week, we've got the Essence palette. This is the Vintage Art from the Art Gallery line. It's brand new. I just happened to stumble upon it. I'm real excited about it. It's got some good cool tone shades over here with a few warm tones. I'm pumped to try this. And then, oh, I have a lip for the week from Revlon. It's their new Shine line. This one's in the shade 004 Nude Illuminator. I have swatched this on my lips. It's a little bit peachy on my lips, so we'll see. I'm not sure if it's like the perfect shade for me, but we're gonna pull it in anyway. So let's pull in the rest of the face. All right, so next drawer, let's see, powders and powder bronzers. So powder bronzers, I feel like we're starting to like run through the gambit of using them. I think I'm gonna pull out the Physicians Formula. I'm using them all, I mean, like I keep repeating now. I'm going for the Physicians Formula. This is the multicolored custom light bronzer. Ooh, excuse me. I had to sneeze. I really like this bronzer actually. It's very good for pale skin. So I'm gonna pull that out. For powder, oh, I need to put away my Kosas. I'm thinking, let's see, I just used Stay Matte last week. Let's pull out the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop for an all over powder. And then remember I have that Morphe powder that could be used all over, although I think I'd look a little glowy. So we'll see about that one. Okay, next up, blush. All right, so my blush and highlight drawer. We already have our highlights, we don't need that, but we need a blush. Let's pick something we haven't used in a while. Maybe like, I think we've used that one recently. Maybe not that. Catrice Air. Ooh, I like that Bare Minerals, but I used that not long ago. Let's see. Ooh, some of my balm. You know, I know what to use. This is the Essence, the blush in 50 Blooming. This has been a favorite for a long time. You can tell how pale it is. This is the perfect time of year to use it because I am very fair. So let's pull that out, see if we can get some more use out of it. It is busted. I think it might be one that I need to retire. I actually remember the exact day that I bought this. It was like in the middle of COVID when they had lifted like the shopping bans on a lot of places, and Ulta was starting to do like curbside pickup. Like you could order online and pick up at your car. You couldn't go in the store yet. And I bought this So that tells you how old it is. This is like a 2020 product. My foundation selection is getting quite thin. I've been really decluttering a lot of my foundations. How many do I even have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it, 10. That's incredible. That makes me so happy. So let's pull out something I haven't used in a minute. Let's see, we just used Profusion. We've used ABH recently. I'm thinking maybe the Smashbox, maybe Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush. Look at this, I'm almost down like a whole row. Incredible. I'm thinking I want to do Smashbox Studio Skin. I really enjoy this one. I'm gonna pull that out. Then primer and concealer. Let's see. For primer, this is like a hydrating foundation. I don't even want to pull out primer. I feel like I haven't been using primer lately. I think I'm not even going to pull a primer this week. We're just not even going to mess with it. And then I do think I'd like to pull my LA Pro Conceal Brightener again for under my eyes. I really enjoyed this a couple weeks back. At this point, I've used all my brighteners, and we just need to like use them up at this point. Like that's just where we're at with it. So I'm going to pull out this one. And then for concealer, again, concealer is something we've used all of them of. So now it's just a matter of like using these up. I think I'm going to pull the NYX Bear With Me concealer serum. I really like that. And I think it'll pair well nicely with the Studio Skin Hydro Foundation. All right, so single shadows, chubby sticks, brows, and mascaras. Mascaras, we're really getting down to a good place too. There's still a lot, but you know, I'm working my way through it. I'm thinking this week, let's pull out CoverGirl Exhibitionist. Well, have I used this one recently? I think I might have. Let's pull out the Revolution 5D Whip Lift. I don't think I've used that one. What's this? Monsieur Big. I think I've used that. I used this a few weeks ago. I've used that. Have I used FanFest? Yes. I think I've used all. I think we're getting to a point where like I've used most everything in here. Yeah, that's exciting. Okay, we're gonna go with Revolution 5D Whip Lift for the mascara. I opened that in September of 24. So we're like getting right at like that 6-month mark. So it's a good one to use right now. Fran just came in and she's hot, so she's panting like crazy. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. I think I will pull out, I have that ABH brow pomade and I'm kind of tired of using that right now. So I think I'm gonna pull out my Milani brow powder and use that this week. I'm trying to not open up a brow pencil, although I'm on the verge of doing it because I don't have a brow pencil open right now and I miss it. And I want one. I also need a brow gel to open, so I'll have to pop into my backup makeup drawer and grab a brow gel because I don't have any open right now. Okay, then for lids to intensify those shades, maybe let's go with the Kiko Milano one, the shadow stick. I'm gonna go with that, give that some use. And then for singles, I don't think I'm gonna pull anything out of my singles this week as an option since I am going to be testing that Essence palette. All right, so I have my cream bronzer and blush. I just need a highlight. So for highlight, I think I'll go with one that I know that I absolutely adore, which will be the Tarte Glow Wand. I love this, and the lid is missing again because my toddler also loves this, but thankfully she's putting the lid where the product is. So this one's in Sunbeam. I love this. All right, I already have a lip, but I feel like I need a lip liner to go with it. So let's just pull in, it's kind of like a peachy one. I think I'm gonna pull in my Sephora lip liner. This one's in 01, the Nudist. I think I'm gonna pull that to put underneath that Revlon. Okay, let's see it all together. All right, here's everything all laid out. I hope you can see that I've got some crazy sunshine coming in. The afternoon sun is setting. So Just to round it out, we've got the Smashbox Studio Skin, the LA Girl Pro Conceal Color Corrector Under Eyes, NYX Bear With Me Concealer, NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Powder Foundation, or maybe it's just mattifying powder, the Essence Eye Palette, very excited, the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer, the LA Girl Cloud 9 Bouncy Blush and Bronzer, the Powder Physicians Formula Bronzer, the Essence Powder Blush, the Morphe Powder Highlight, the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand, the Revlon Shine Lipstick to pair with the Sephora Lip Liner, the Revolution 5D Whip Lift Mascara, the Kiko Milano Shadow Stick, the CoverGirl Lash Primer, the Matte Giga Black Lash for my lower lashes. My 2 liners of the week are the Too Faced Better Than Sex in brown and black, depending on what I want to do. The brown pencil liner for Mario. I found the tiniest, cutest version of Gimme Brow from Benefit. I had a little sample in my drawer, so we're gonna pull that out for brows to go along with my Milani Brow Fix Kit. So there you have it, makeup of the week. I'll probably just pop in the dewy setting spray again from Ulta, just for if I need a setting spray. But I'm liking the looks of this drawer this week. It looks good. I'm excited. I will report back at the end of the week on faves and flops. I'm excited because there's new products in here to give you feedback on. So stay tuned for that. If you like this kind of video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.